I'm probably the last person to argue against the fact that yoga can help you heal your mental health issues, and it can also be a helpful tool in overcoming trauma. But I will not say that just going to a yoga studio is going to bring about that healing. I will not say that you doing shapes and poses in your living room, you know, by yourself while you're watching YouTube videos is going to bring that type of healing. I will not sell you on that false dream or fantasy. The truth is, there is so much more to this practice and how it is able to help heal, especially from my own personal testimony and how I'm helping other people heal in my local community, literally changing hundreds of lives like all the time. Like this is me not bloating. I am thankful and I'm sharing praise about the fact that the same thing that helped me heal in college over 10 years ago has now helped me heal thousands of people. And it wasn't because I was able to get them to touch their toes. If you're new, if you've never met me before, understand my name is Trevor Taylor. I'm a content creator, which is where most people in this realm are starting to find me. I'm a yoga instructor. I'm a Lululemon ambassador. I'm the co-founder of Sun and Soul Sanctuary. It is a business that is focused on helping make wellness, right? Wellness affordable, because we believe that wellness is a right, not a luxury. So our job is to find a way to bring wellness to you. And as we've grown, as we've discovered there's more about what we intend to do, we realize that the sanctuary has to expand beyond on-demand videos, Instagram reels that are motivating, and content of the nature, right? I've realized that my role beyond these other positions as a teacher is to educate people. And what is it that I'm passionate about is about educating people on how to take care of themselves better than what they're doing already. I'm not saying that you're not taking care of yourself. I'm just saying that there are tools that can help that process become even easier. See, truth be told, a lot of us are lacking connection. Connection between one another, but also the mind-body connection. And because of that, there is a lot of hurt, harm, toxic behaviors, self-sabotaging patterns that are ruining our lives, and we have no idea that it's even taking place. Alongside stress, we know that isolation and loneliness is sweeping the nation of America as an epidemic, literally killing us at the same rate that like smoking cigarettes would on a daily basis. It is that bad for your health. Check the Surgeon General's warning. They just put it out in May of 2023. So when I say that practicing shapes and poses is not enough, I mean that. As a matter of fact, I tried it for like 8 years. When I was in college at Baylor University, during my sophomore year, I decided I was going to start practicing yoga 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And the shapes and poses were nice, but I wasn't even aware that I was already tying in other tools to help make this practice so much more impactful for me. I didn't realize that what I was already doing was not separate from yoga, but it was a lot more to this practice. Fast forward 10 years, now I'm teaching others about the ancient secrets, not even secrets, it's wisdom. The teachings that not only come from yogic text, but from the text of other traditions, the Bible. I was a preacher. I studied the Bible. I was at Baylor, like come as a private university, Baptist university. They studied it. I had mentors. I had spiritual guides. I lived in a home with over 8 people, 8 men who were on a spiritual journey. And I stayed with my college pastor for 2 years, who was also a seminary graduate and a well knowledgeable person about not just what scripture says, but how to live it. And it was through these lived experiences that I realized, okay, the practice now in retrospect over my years of, yoga and spiritual experiences and seeking more wisdom and leadership, being in the churches and being in schools as a high school teacher, I started to realize that yoga is more about unifying mind and body and then self to self. What I really mean is, As you're building the mind-body connection through shapes and poses, breathing, and meditation, you then make this connection between you and the things around you. And see, in America, that's what we're missing. Loneliness and isolation is killing us because we're not connected. And that's so unfortunate. We don't realize that true, genuine relationships that are built on growth and love, that have an idea to hold one another accountable to being our best versions of ourselves, that is what allows us to heal as a nation, as a globe. Knowing that I'm doing my absolute best to be my best, and so are you. And because of that, you're going to hold me accountable to doing my best by not just encouraging and inspiring and giving me motivational quotes, but giving me tools, teaching me how to use a journal, read books, gather information from other places, other seasons of life, other people's experiences. And then us coming together and deciding, how can I apply this in my life so that I can be a better version of myself? I truly believe that each of us has a highest version of ourselves, a higher version of what you're currently doing right now, right? Some of those bad habits that we know we should end, but because all we've said is we don't want to do those things anymore, we never decided what we actually want to do. So then instead of putting down a bad habit and grabbing a new one, we just put down the bad habit for a day, and then we pick it back up in about 2 days and then act like it never happened because we're unaware. So it's things like this that I've learned through my own therapy journey, through my time as a teacher, as a leader, as a yogi for 10 years. And now understanding I have a strong community of people who pour back into me and teach me things all of the time. But you might not have access to those people. You might not have access to these resources. You might not have access to therapy, and you may not know too much about the books. And I'm not saying I have all the answers. God, no. What I am really encouraging you to do is this: practice some type of movement, practice some type of mindfulness, practice some type of meditation or prayer, and then get in a community of people who have the same values as you. People who are striving to be a better version of themselves every single day, who have a growth mindset with the intention to heal from their past patterns, even those that they didn't necessarily put into their lives, but it may have been adopted from family members, generations, even their, everyday environment. So if that's something that you're interested in, to be a part of a community of people who are striving to be better, maybe have plateaued because they were trying to do everything on their own and then realized the importance of community. Because that's what we're really missing. Connection, support, accountability from one another. So go on Instagram, find me just like Trevor. And what I want you to do is, once you get there, you'll see in the bio, you'll see the sanctuary. It's community healing. That is the broadcast channel. That is where you'll get more information on what the sanctuary is up to and how you can be a part of a community that is truly striving to be the best version of themselves, starting with the individual and then gradually making our way to the collective. I don't care if you become better than me. As a matter of fact, that's my hope. A great teacher that I studied said, you should do greater things than I. So my intention is to offer you the tools that I've picked up along my way and that I continue to learn, so that you might apply these tools in your life and then go further than I, building a community in your community where you receive healing and then you go out and heal. I believe that's what our purpose is here for. I believe that's why we're given this opportunity to live in this planet, is to help one another become a better version of ourselves. So join the sanctuary, go into that broadcast channel, let me know you're there, right? DM me personally if you want to and just say, hey man, thanks for letting me join. I want to get some more information, because when you join that broadcast channel, you understand that we're not just sending out updates. This is a time for us to be vulnerable with you as your leaders to say, look, I'm going to give you my truth. But here's the lesson that I've learned from my truth. Apply it for today and just see what it's like. As you apply some of these lessons, you'll find that there's so much more value in what we're saying, because it's not about inspiring you and motivating you with quotes. It's about giving you practical tools so that you can experience more out of life rather than just the suffering and the suppression of it in silence. So I look forward to connecting with you. I look forward to seeing just your name on the list of people who are joining. We're already up to 300 members and it's growing, and I'm so grateful. These people are receiving healing, guidance, and soon a really strong community of people that will help them feel like they have everything they need in order to be the best version of themselves. I want you to be a part of that community. I'm looking forward to sharpening you up. I'm looking forward to learning from something. I'm looking forward to learning something from you too, because I truly believe iron sharpens iron. So let's connect. Let's stay tuned. Honor your sanctuary. Join the broadcast channel. Take care of yourself. Peace.